sort of hold a conversation where we can figure out how we can help them.
Exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to reiterate the message, and the message is that if you had a domestic helper at your place and you've sent them back home just because of the fact that everybody needs to be careful and it's social distancing time and quarantine time, make sure you pay them their salary because you told them to go back home. They weren't willing to go back home in the first place. That's a different story.
Right. Before the break, you actually asked a very beautiful question.
Yes.
Beautiful question. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, I'm going to repeat the question as well. And the question, ladies and gentlemen, was very simple. It was for Mr. Abdul Wahab and Muhammad Akmal Sahab as well. And the question is, ladies and gentlemen, that obviously as believing Muslims, as practicing Muslims, every day we pray from Allah Almighty that, please, change the conditions we are living in. We really want to have a happy life. We really want to be economically independent. We really want this in our life. And then at times, obviously, there's a delay, ladies and gentlemen. But it does not mean that Allah is not going to answer. You really still have to grab that rope of faith like as tight as you can. But then, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, and it can happen to everybody, just because of the given circumstances, people start to think about something other than what they used to believe in. So how do we hold that hope very tightly and just stick with it and know within our own selves, because that's the power of belief that everything's going to be fine one day. How do we do that, sir?
I just mentioned that it's a beautiful question.
Thank you, sir.
And this brings us back to our life. I was just mentioning that this brings me, I go back almost 40 years, that kind of environment I used to live in, we have almost gone back to the same level. And that within the family, we are finding ourselves more bonded now. But now a time should come that this bondage should be extended outward as well.
Exactly.
And you should start taking care of your next door